Okay, welcome to the Canary the Case podcast. I'm Ron Morgan, my co-host.
Dave Havlicek.
We are here to entertain you, educate you, and hopefully make you laugh. But sometimes it's easy to make people laugh with what the fuck's going on right now.
Yeah, it's not us doing it, really.
So
it's just reality.
So we're working on this whole new TV thing. So I brought something up. I posted on X.
Oh.
And I wanted Dave to guess the picture to the song, but he saw it already.
Yeah, I saw it already.
But we'll go ahead and bring it up real quick. I found this funny because he sums me all the time because I don't get the whole picture to lyrics thing. I'm not a music guy.
Yeah.
But I found this one to be funny because if you can see, that's a little Diddy. That's Jack and that's Diane.
Yeah.
That's at this point it was a John Cougar Mellencamp song.
Yeah.
Now he's John Cougar.
No. He started out as Johnny Cougar.
Okay.
Then he was John Cougar.
Okay.
Then he became John Cougar Mellencamp.
Ah, there you go. But now he's something else though.
I think now he's just John Mellencamp.
Yeah, he's just a fucking liberal that's a pain in the ass. So fuck him. I used to love his music, but
it's funny because we were talking about that before the show, and what would have thrown me off is the Diddy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what Diddy looks like. Like I just thought I would have seen a little black guy there and be like, "What the fuck is the little black guy?"
You don't really get into pop culture that much.
Oh, well, not recent pop culture anyway.
Yeah, I do. I watch the news a lot, and that's how I get these stupid ass stories.
So stupid.
Yeah, exactly. It literally takes IQ points away every fucking time. I had something brought up here, but I believe I was going to talk about this later on, but we might as well jump in this now. This one here. We don't necessarily need to watch the video, but I'll play it to see.
It's like 9 minutes.
Well, okay, so basically, I believe the Diddy case started, the Diddler case started.
Yeah.
They're going to let him walk.
I mean, like, well, it's a jury, isn't it?
Right, but there's also a prosecutor who currently, at least from what I've understood, has not called anybody who has a witness to a federal crime.
What?
Now,
what does that mean?
Well, because you can like his girlfriend he beat me in a hotel room. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's
how the fuck is that federal?
Right. Well, what? No. Wait. What is he on trial for exactly?
Sex trafficking.
Okay. So then, why are they calling his girlfriend? What does it have to do with anything?
That's what people are saying.
Shouldn't the defense object to this witness? Like, what's the relevance?
They have. They're saying there's no federal charges here.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, the prosecutor is Comey's, our ex-FBI agent's daughter. Huh. Weird connection how that works now.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they throw cases against certain people.
So the working theory right now is he pissed somebody off, and they don't really want to lock him up.
Yeah.
They just want him to know that they could lock him up.
Yeah.
And we're still here, absent of the Epstein files. So
where's our Epstein files?
Apparently, raping little kids is okay in this country.
Well, so O'Keefe is coming out with videos from inside the compound.
He did. Oh, it was a picture of a baby in a sink in
I know.
At a motel or something.
It was a little overhyped. We got.
No. But before that, he's like, my staff and I, we're going into hiding. We've got stories that are going to get us killed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, cool. What do we got? And wah wah. Oh, Prince Andrew likes to fuck kids. Yeah, we knew that. What do you got? What's new for us? He had something on. We think it was on Pam Bondi.
Where's that? Let's see it.
Well, he let something out that was like her talking and stuff. Yeah. Not enough to link her.
Right.
But in the teaser, it was enough to make us think it's Pam Bondi. But now, when it actually came out, it was crickets. We should put a cricket sign on this. Ooh. We have a little audio thing here. Yeah. We can push buttons and it makes noise. I think a cricket sound, because this is getting to be bullshit. Apparently, again, it's not a story I was going to talk about, but there's a guy who's tracking all internet activity of people that view child porn in the United States. And there was a bunch of dots. Holy shit, was there a bunch of red dots.
Wait, how would he track that? That doesn't make any sense.
Going on websites that...
How is he doing that? How does this person get that information?
Again, it's not a story I looked into. It was a story that I heard.
I think this is bullshit. Because you can't really do that unless you're the guy running the child porn sites.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, But yeah, apparently child porn is a huge thing in this world.
Yeah.
Because we still have the 300,000 missing kids that we let into the country and we gave away to whoever wanted them.
Well, there you go.
Oh, man.
High bidder makes the money.
Yeah, whatever. Start with Epstein. It's all going to unravel from there. Hey, Pam Bondi, how you doing? All you got to do is release it. Oh, and if you're still going through everything, have you completed 5 minutes of video? Have you completed 100 pages? Well, release them.
I'm still waiting on the body cam footage from my Caesar's Palace incident, and it's like almost 6 months. So like who the fuck knows what they're doing? Yeah,
get the government.
Maybe my shit isn't in the queue before the Epstein videos. Maybe that's why we're working hard on my body cam footage.
So Pam Bondi's holding up.
Yeah,
the Pam Bondi, the Epstein is at you. Jesus! Oh,
I didn't know.
I forgot. We gotta wish somebody happy birthday.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
105 years old.
Huh.
Yeah, today's Las Vegas' birthday.
May 15th? Interesting.
Of what, 1905?
I have no fucking idea.
Well, it's 105 years old.
I'm not going to do that math. They'll be at 1920, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what year it was in. So, happy birthday, Las Vegas. Yeah. Oh, what do we got next? Let's bring up the next bill. Just give me a one by one.
Well, let's do one of mine. I got a good one.
Oh, you got some. Sweet.
Yeah. So, a kid in a public school was wearing a shirt critical of the president. Now, it didn't swear, didn't use any vulgarity. It was just critical of the president.
Okay.
Got suspended.
What state?
I think it was Ohio. Yeah, it was Ohio.
Well, Ohio's a swing state, but it went red.
So he sues, and the court says the school's rights. You can punish this kid.
No, the Constitution, your constitutional rights do not stop the schoolhouse doors.
The federal court sided with the schools.
Well, the federal court is who I used to look to with respect and admiration.
And I found it funny because I read a little bit of the judge's opinion, and they referred back to one of the... it was either the Wilson courts or the FDR courts, and they quoted this other judge. And he said, the First Amendment grants such and such.
Right.
The First Amendment does not grant fucking anything. It's a piece of paper. Your rights do not come from a piece of fucking paper. And if a Supreme Court judge is saying this, our country is fucked. And this is 100 years ago, by the way.
So you're sticking up for the kid wearing the Trump thing being banned?
I said he criticized the president.
Right. Oh, we didn't say what president, though.
I didn't say what president.
Okay, I was going to bring that up. I assumed it was Trump because everyone...
Well, it doesn't matter, right? I can say whatever the fuck I want against any fucking president I want. Fuck all the presidents.
Yes.
Except for Coolidge. He was okay. And Jackson had some good points.
Wasn't George Washington pretty cool? He's kind of a badass.
I mean...
Didn't he have wooden teeth?
Okay, whatever. Yeah, he had wooden teeth.
That's badass.
No, it was actually... the shirt said, "Let's go, Brandon."
Oh, so he was going up to Biden.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. It's a swing state. So now, was it Cincinnati or Cleveland?
I don't know. I didn't look that far.
I'm sure it was one of those two cities.
But dude, where do they find these fucking judges? Like, are you can now punish somebody for wearing a shirt that says "Let's go, Brandon"?
No swear words, nothing derogatory, and technically, if he's got a friend named Brandon,
right? What if that's his friend? I mean, are you fucking nuts? Yeah. Where do they find these judges?
The judges are out of control in this country right now. And Congress, guess what? You do nothing, Congress members, you can actually do something about this. Because the House is
impeach that judge. The federal judge.
The House members they're on vacation. They've worked like in Trump's 100 days or 105 or 10 days, and they've worked like 10 days. These fucking do-nothing bullshit Republicans.
Well, I kind of prefer that they do nothing.
But they need to. Well, we're going to get into a story. They need to ratify Trump's executive orders because, they do. I know. Okay, dude. I just so you know, I know the libertarian principles. I'm country first, party second. Okay,
like country is just this.
We need to.
It's not a thing.
We need to fix the shit.
The United States are not a country. They were never meant to be a country.
Okay, that's a whole anarchist
plural.
thing.
The United States with an S.
Well, okay, now that you bring that up, the versus the.
That doesn't matter.
The United States changed after the Civil War to the United States.
No, that's not what changed.
It's
what changed is the United States are to the United States is.
So
that's what changed.
So I read a book One book.
That book's retarded.
And the United States referred to a group of states bonding together. The United States means these states are one.
It has nothing to do with the.
The and the.
That's not a thing. It's T-H-E.
It's spelled exactly the same.
Right, it's the same word. It's not. I don't know what this book is talking about. I think you read the book wrong, and it actually says what I said, which is the United States are versus the United States is.
Okay.
I think that's what the book said.
Okay.
But that's what changed after the Civil War, is they started referring to the United States as a singular entity.
Right, versus a conglomerate together, which is the way it should be. We should not be one entity.
Right, well, get the feds out of everything then.
Okay. Can I vote for that?
Yes.
Where? Because I'll vote for it right now. I will.
Well, we have to wait for an election.
Oh, shit. And that's going to be on the ballot?
And then you have to vote for the guy who wants the feds to tell you to put a mask on.
So it's not ever going to happen. Because I will give Trump credit. I don't know if I brought it up in one of these videos. Now, Trump did say something that I'm very happy about, and I have never heard a president say this before. I don't know if I brought it up or not. Well, whatever. If we come across, you know what? How about we get to it naturally, and if not, I'll bring it up. Yeah. What's this video here?
Very warm welcome to the persecuted white South African farmers.
So the Democrats are now against immigration. How are they against immigration? We brought in white people.
Wait, what do you mean they're against it?
Oh, have you not been watching the news?
No. I know.
Every once in a while, the Democrats are like straight up like, oh my God, you cannot do this. You cannot bring these people in.
Why?
Because they're white. They've actually said this word. There's one, I had the video.
Well, now, these are the same Democrats that in 1936...
Yeah.
When a bunch of Jews said, hey, we don't like this Hitler guy, can we come over?
Yeah.
The Democrats said no.
So apparently, in South Africa, in the early 1900s, white people invaded it.
Yes.
And they took over land, and they took over the government.
Yes.
And then now the black people are taking it back. But the one Democrat congresswoman, again, which the video has been removed off of X, probably by her because she sounded really fucking stupid. She's like, we need to send them back from where they came from. And I don't mean South Africa. They probably came from, their ancestors came from Germany, the Netherlands.
Yeah, they came from the Netherlands.
Yeah, we need to send them back there. Now, they were born in South Africa.
Yeah.
They've been farmers in South Africa for generations.
Right.
But we can't send them back there. We need to send them back further. So
how far back do you want to go? Because
she's a black woman.
Humans came from Africa, right? All humans come from Africa.
Yeah.
So shouldn't they go back to South Africa? Yeah. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's blowing my mind how he brought in 59 white people. They're not being persecuted there. There's like legit videos of the president of Africa like, we will kill the white people.
Well, even if they weren't, anyone should be able to go anywhere the fuck they want.
No, they came in as refugees.
I don't give a fuck. So they should just be able to, I want to be in America. I don't need a reason. I'm going to work. I'm going to pay my own way.
Now we got to get the MS-13 guy back.
As long as he's paying his own way. He's got a job, or he had a job. Which he's not even MS-13. There's still no evidence.
There's all kinds of evidence. There was a hearing in Congress about that.
Dude, those guys are fucking retarded. Who cares?
Agreed.
Congress.
No. It was your view.
Oh, okay.
It was a Democrat with your view.
Okay.
Which is really weird because you've been viewing a lot.
I go by position, not by what team someone's on. Like that's a weird fucking thing that you do. That like if a Republican says it, it must be right, and if a Democrat says it, well, it must be wrong. Like, no, you have to look at the position itself and forget who's saying it.
I agree. But I'd like to say that you're siding with the Democrats. It just makes me laugh.
I side with who's right.
No, I agree. I know you do. But, again, that's not funny. I have to make some kind of funny. You're siding with, you're trying to...
you side with Bernie Sanders all the time.
Actually, there's a video that popped up. Yeah. Bernie Sanders was arrested back in when he was younger for throwing rocks at black protesters. And the picture's actually kind of funny. And let's see if we can find it real quick. They legit have him like handcuffed, and he's like walking like all hunched over, which just makes me laugh because but honestly, with Bernie Sanders, I will give that old white dude credit. He legit got young people to follow him.
Yeah, because he just says he promises to give them free stuff. Of course you can get...
That's fine.
Yeah, like, you can get a bunch of kids to follow you if you get an ice cream truck and play that stupid Pop Goes the Weasel song on your ice cream truck. Like, so what? That doesn't mean they know what they're talking about.
So when we lived in Colorado, I forgot how to spell Bernie. So we lived in Colorado, and my wife and I wanted to go on a day trip to Wyoming. We went up to, I believe it was Laramie, Wyoming, and we were at a bar because there was a brewery there I wanted to try. And some Bernie Sanders organizers came in. It's right here. Oh no, it was a black and white. But no, that's the one I saw. So some Bernie Sanders people came in. My wife's like, leave him alone. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to leave him alone because, one, I don't care what your political views are. Just have one. You know? And this was back in 2015 or 2016 when he was running for president, and they were out trying to drum up support for him. And so this is like before like X came out and stuff. So some stuff wasn't really talked about. So I asked the guy kind of loudly, just because that's just how I talk. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying stuff that other people hear me. I go, well, you know, Bernie. I asked the Bernie Sanders supporter. You know, Bernie Sanders is a run against Hillary Clinton. What's going to stop her from killing him? And my wife goes, you can't say that. This is before she got woken up. And the dude goes, well, and he responded to it like it was a legit question. And my wife's like, oh shit, okay, now there's two crazy people in the bar. But yeah, so, but oddly enough, I thought they would kill him, but yet they bought him off.
Well, yeah, it's easier, it's cheaper.
Give him a house and a supercar, and that dude.
Violence is expensive, man. It's more expensive than you think.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, a bullet's like what, 69 cents?
It's not that, it's like you got to find someone willing to put that bullet in them.
The Clintons have a fucking hit
Yeah, but
list.
it's expensive.
Oh yeah, I guess you got to tilt $10,000, but a supercar and a house.
Yeah, it's well. I mean, to get a high-profile guy like Bernie Sanders, yeah, it's expensive. I mean, did you ever see The Jackal or Day of the Jackal?
Is that a movie or is that a person?
The Day of the Jackal was the original from the 70s, and they remade it in the 90s with Richard Gere, and they called it The Jackal. It's like this super badass assassin is paid to assassinate a high-profile politician, and like he buys all this fancy fucking like this super automatic robot gun that shoots uranium, like depleted uranium. It's ridiculous. But he spends like millions of dollars just on gear.
I so welcome to those.
So of course he has to demand that much in payment, right? It's a big job.
Right. So this one is okay. So yeah, this is about the South African farmers. They came in waving American flags, unlike
let them in. What the fuck?
I know. I'm actually I don't care what color they are. They're farmers. Let them in. Let's start growing some shit here. Because here's my question: if they kicked out all the white farmers, are there black farmers in South Africa too, or are they going to have a food shortage?
No. So what happens is people who aren't farmers and have no idea how to run a farm say, I want that farmland.
Right.
And they kick out the farmer.
Right.
And then they let the land rot.
Right.
And then, yes, there becomes a food shortage.
Huh. So what, about 6 months?
Probably.
Then we're going to be sending aid over to South Africa now because they kicked out all the farmers?
Probably.
Trump, I don't think we should do that.
Nope. Don't do it. Let them starve. They made their bed.
Yep.
Of course, if you want to come here and get a job, then get a job.
We got
no killing. There's no killing people. Okay, we're gonna make that clear rule.
But we can only let in colored people, not white people.
Oh my
and by colored, I'm not saying black, brown, yellow.
He said it. Get him. Ban him.
No, it's colored in the biblical sense. I don't even know what it is, but it's
keep digging.
It's all the color of the rainbow.
Keep on digging.
No, I mean just like if you want to work, I agree. If you want to work, come on in. If you want to rob and steal, stay the fuck out, or we're going to send you to.
I say let them in too, and then just let the population loose. You know, like we'll take care of it. Let them in. We'll take care of it. Give us our guns. Let us have guns. But we don't need permission to have guns or to carry guns, and then we'll take care of it. But you don't need to do anything, government.
But in blue states, they'll lock you up for doing that.
I don't give a fuck. Let the blue states fall.
No, they'll lock you up.
I don't care. Let the blue states rot.
Oh, I see. Let the red states protect themselves. Let the blue states.
Right. Yeah, then we can have these United States in the plural, and then if you don't like the state you're in, get your ass to another state, and then don't bring your baggage with you. Right?
It's a cafeteria plan of the country. I don't like abortion. I moved to this state.
And we can go further and say, okay, let's make it down to the city level, And then once we got that working, we can go down to the neighborhood level. And then once we got that working, we can all become anarchists.
I see a lot of fences going up.
Good.
It's like that.
Good fences make good neighbors.
So the neighborhood in Chicago, I don't know if you know this story or not, or if I told it to stop me. Cabrini Greens was a large housing complex on the near north side of Chicago.
Yeah.
And they tore it down.
Yep.
And they sold them to the suburbs.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
It wasn't just Cabrini Green.
They didn't sell them. They gave money to take them, I guess.
It wasn't just Cabrini Green. It was also the Robert Taylor.
But this is a specific story. So there was developers that were developing the land that Cabrini Green building sat on. Well, the government said you have to provide X amount of percentage of low-income housing.
Yeah.
And you have to sell the project this way.
Yeah.
So they built townhouses.
Yeah.
And everyone who bought the townhouse and bought into the plan of intermixing rich and poor. And it worked for about 3 months. Then, because they were inviting them to their parties, inviting them to their get-togethers, and then shit started getting stolen, and then people were getting raped, and then the fences went up.
Yeah.
So that's my point. If you don't do it right, the fences go up.
Well, that's the thing. We need that's why we have fences. That's why we invented the fence.
Fences make good neighbors. Nope. Oh, well,
yes,
whatever.
More fences.
No, they're ugly.
No, they're not.
I don't know. I just fucking.
Your walls are ugly. Tear your walls down and let anybody in.
Just be kind to each other. And I'm not even like a Democrat. Like, can't we all just get along? No, but just fucking do your job, do your shit, have fun. If you see somebody else, say hi to them. Don't fucking rob them. Don't steal from them.
What do we got here? Democrats have introduced a multi-trillion-dollar reparations bill that would be funded by American taxpayers and sent directly to black Americans.
So reparations is coming up again, but this is not really the story I want to talk about. This is to remind me of another story I want to talk about, but which reparations have came up for forever.
How about that? Let's compromise. If you own slaves or your ancestors own slaves, you pay the reparations.
True. Okay, so
my ancestors came here in the 1920s. We never owned any slaves. I don't have to pay shit.
So here's
now Joe Biden. His ancestors own slaves.
Yes,
he can pay.
Wait, what black woman was it? She's a black politician, Democrat.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Her family owned slaves.
There was a couple. Yeah.
So,
well, I'm pretty sure Kamala Harris.
Oh, maybe it was her.
Yeah,
but maybe.
Well, she's was she part? I don't think actually.
I don't. She's not even black.
Yeah, she's part Indian, so I don't think she. I don't know.
So
it all goes back.
Here's the problem I have with reparations. Slavery was wrong. It should not have happened. But it wasn't just blacks. The first slaves were Irish. I'm just saying.
And the first slave owner in America was black.
Black, yeah. There was a famous story of a black slave owner when the Union Army came onto her house and banged on her door. They thought she was protecting the white man, and they killed her. And she was a slave owner. So let's forget about the black-white thing.
No, after the founding of America, and after the Revolution and everything, the first slave owner was a black guy, and he fought a Supreme Court case to keep his slaves. I'm not 100% sure that I'm getting that story right, but
I may have brought this up before. What city in America made the most money off of slavery? Oh wait,
Washington D.C.
Nope.
New York. I don't know. I give up.
Boston. It's a dock city.
Okay, well, so is New York and.
No, I know, but that's where they had the auctions at.
Okay.
So
sounds right.
Yeah. And then after the slavery was abolished, all the northern states passed laws banning the slaves from moving to their states.
Yeah.
Which is how the Underground Railroad started.
Yeah. Well, no, that was during slavery.
No, it was to get them through the north.
No, the Underground Railroad was before.
It may have started during slavery, but it was also to get.
I'm sure it kept on.
They could not move to the northern states, so they wanted to get them into Canada. So, but here's my problem. I've been on X a lot over the past couple months since we got the TV up and I'm trying to get videos and stuff. What the fuck is going on? There is so much, some group or some people they're trying to start a race war.
Who? I don't know. I'm not on X anymore.
I don't know who it is.
I quit. I gave up.
No, they kept kicking you off. But no, they're trying to pin black people against white people. Hopefully we're not buying this shit, guys. We all get along, kumbaya and all that shit. Let's just don't suck it in. Just move on. It's pissing me off because they're showing like one group is like, oh, black people do this, and this is bad. White people do this, and this is bad.
Right.
There's a bunch of racists in this country. No, there's not. There's a bunch of classist people in this country, but we'll get into that some other time. We all love each other, so let's don't get caught up in this bullshit race baiting society we have right now. It's just, I don't know. It's always been a problem of mine because it's like the media does it. It's like when the media
they don't get views unless you're angry.
Yeah. So no, but there was a time where they were trying to go after white men.
Yeah.
So they would show fat white men with beautiful women, and then like the fat white men were dumb. And I was like, really? I don't know. It was like the commercials were hysterical, to be honest with you. It's like, yeah, we're really not that dumb. But whatever. But just let it go. Let it wash off your back.
So I've seen like some of these commercials are like in Asia too.
Yeah, I've been seeing that pop up
like
too.
in Japan, where like it's 98% Japanese people.
Yeah.
They have TV commercials where it's like a black guy doing the laundry or something. Like what the fuck?
Well, no, there's a video of it was in Asia. I'm not sure what country in Asia, but it's like this little girl has seen a black man for the first time. The cool thing was he was just like, he was chill about it. He's like, yeah, black. What do you want? You know?
Yeah.
And he started talking to her mother. That's what we should do. We talk. We work it out. So I don't want to see racial divides. I just don't. Now, sexist divides? I mean, women kind of suck, guys. I mean, seriously. Look at the Supreme Court. I mean, give me a good woman on the Supreme Court. Women, I'm kidding. Well, we probably don't have women viewers, do we?
I don't know.
So we can talk about them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have we ever had a woman in the Monero giveaway?
How would I know?
That's why they use weird names. But I mean, I don't think we have women watchers. So we can talk about them.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm married, and don't tell my wife I'm making fun of women. She's got a strong right hook, and she ain't afraid to use it. She's Italian.
What's this next one here?
What do we got going on here?
Today, introducing legislation to codify President Trump's executive order.
Stop reading right there.
Oh, yeah, so, this is bullshit.
Well, why? No, he did it, though.
But it's bullshit. The government can't fix drug prices.
Well, okay, no, that's actually not the point of this.
Okay.
So Trump did an executive order. Well, no, we should because it's price fixing.
No,
price fixing is illegal.
He's trying to do price fixing.
No, not this guy. Trump is.
Right.
Okay, so this guy is Democrat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So Trump does an executive order to control pharmaceutical medication, which, yes, you're right. The government should not be able to control prices. But I also say when it's a necessity, they kind of like food and water.
No.
That's
so like you're falling into the trap that they give to you.
Country
where
first, party second.
No. That's just not how an economy works. Okay. You cannot legislate things to be cheaper.
Okay, but in Mexico and Canada, they are.
They're not. If you stop.
No, they are.
Shut up and listen. If you actually look at why prices are what they are, you'll see that American prices are out of control because of the government.
No, well,
yes, because we have patents. Patents on drugs. That's a government thing. The testing that it must do to pass FDA.
And the research to do new drugs.
It costs billions of dollars.
So why are Americans paying more for pharmaceutical medication so they can research and find new pharmaceutical medications?
Because nobody else can do that research. Because their governments block it on that way.
So a toy manufacturer invents new toys every year.
Okay.
Can they charge us more?
They can charge whatever they want. It's their toys. No, it's not.
But they charge more worldwide, and they don't charge just Americans more. We should not be paying the lion's share of the price.
There's no should. You stop thinking in terms of should. There is no shoulds. If you have a free market,
there's a should.
If you have a free market, then everybody will get the best deal.
Do we have a free market in the pharmaceutical?
No, but you don't fix that by making it worse.
So why don't they then open up the free market to pharmaceuticals?
That's the solution.
Let them get rid of their patents and let them, if someone creates a drug, everybody who makes drugs gets that same drug.
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe in patents at all.
That's a little bit gross too.
Why?
Because if I invent something, I have to share it with my competition.
We don't have to.
No.
You can try and keep it secret, but if you're not able to, too fucking bad for you.
Oh, I see.
Right? Like Coca-Cola, they keep it secret, or the KFC. They keep their spices secret.
They let it out.
Did they?
The CEO took a picture of it, and it was.
Well, that's his problem. Sorry.
They were moving the recipe, and they got a picture of it.
Well, sorry,
and people zoomed in on it. Yeah.
But for 100-something years, or not 100, it's only from the 50s. But for 70 years, KFC. They did not have a patent.
So
to get a patent, you have to tell them the ingredients.
So Colonel Sanders filed bankruptcy like 6 or 7 times before he invented KFC.
Okay.
And then he obviously became a success.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I mean, because he's an entrepreneur, kept trying stuff.
Yeah.
The town he came from is the same town my grandmother came from, Kentucky.
Nice.
I've been to the original KFC.
Maybe they got a little
freaky dinky going on.
Maybe you're related.
Maybe Colonel Sanders is my daddy.
Yeah. No, but so KFC never patented or never copyrighted.
My mustache proves I'm not related to KFC.
They just kept it a secret. They had a vault and a lock, and they locked it up. So if you're a drug company and you want to keep your shit secret, that's what you got to do. Right. But if it gets out, if you take a picture, sorry, no protection for you.
I mean, I kind of you make a good point, but also the point is they shouldn't be able to charge what they charge for medication.
So there's no should. Again,
no, but
if you think in terms of should, you're going to wreck the economy.
Did you see the video of Trump talking about the fat pill or the fat shot?
No.
So he's like, I got a friend who's a fat guy. But he's really cool, he's really smart, he's really rich. One of the best fat guys I've ever met. And I'm kind of making some of this up. He called me the other day, and he's like, Mr. President. He calls me Mr. President. I don't know why, but he does. Because I'm a friend of his. He's like, I'm in France, and I paid $35 for Uzipic.
Yeah.
When I'm in New York, I pay $1,500 for Uzipic.
Right.
He's like, can you fix that?
Well, no, that's the problem is Trump cannot fix that. Trump can only stop making it worse.
So, okay.
Which he's never going to do, because he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the economy.
But it's still... Well, we can agree to disagree. I'm on your side a lot more than I'm on my side, but I still agree with my side a little bit. But this is the point here. This guy in Congress decides to go, I see something that will make me look good in front of my constituents and in front of other Democrats. I'm going to capitalize on it. So Trump signs the executive order to control pharmaceutical meds. Congress, the Republican side goes, let's go. The House goes, let's go on vacation. Let's go on break. We just got back from vacation? Let's work our day and go on vacation again. This dude sneaks in and goes, well, I want to bring this up to ratify
when he knows he can't pass. Okay.
Well, whether he can or can't pass it, the Democrat had to bring it up.
Yeah.
So the guy's smart. No, I actually dig this guy because he saw a weakness in the Republican Party and he's capitalizing on it.
So good for him. Stupid though. Like that's just why everything's so broken because they're just playing games.
No, agreed.
Fucking dumb.
But I mean,
speaking of playing games, let's play a game with a wheel.
Oh, we're gonna give away some money.
Give away some money. We do have a wheel this week. Last week, what was the challenge? We had a guest, Paranoid Machinery, and I told you to give us his Monero address.
Yes.
And he didn't give us it himself, so he's not in the wheel.
Okay.
You could have counted, buddy, man. There was no rule against it.
We don't care. We'll give you $1.
But we did have 3 people do that. So we have one, MavMcQ. MavMcQ seems to be pretty solid.
Yeah.
In every week so far. MoneroMash. And a funny thing is, I got 2 different Monero addresses from these 3 people.
Huh.
So he, Paranoia is doing his due diligence and keeping his shit separate.
Yep.
And people found your different Monero addresses. Maybe you have more that we don't even find yet.
I'm kind of missing Oliver Chase, man. Where you at, brother?
I haven't seen Oliver Chase in the chat room.
At least reach out to us, let us know you're still alive.
I think he's doing, I don't know, he's busy with something. But come back, Oliver Chase. We miss you.
Yeah.
And Ein was the last one. So let's spin to win. Oh, where's our sound? No sound?
That's a new thing.
MavMcQ. Okay. So, you know the rules.
Come and find us.
Contact us. Get your money.
You got another story you want to bring up in the next one?
I do not have any other stories. Just that one. So,
Speaker Johnson needs to go bye-bye.
We already knew that.
Just resign, man. Just step down.
What did he do now?
But the problem is he steps down, we put another fucking person in there who's weak and refuses to do whatever. But this is about the Democrats crashing a party.
Oh, that one. Okay.
An ICE party. So
what did they actually do? I don't. Well, I only know this. I don't know what they did.
Legitimately, this she's a black woman, and let's just say she's a big woman.
Okay.
She punched an ICE agent in the back.
Oh, God.
Like she was like she knows how to use her weight to get through a crowd. And she was just like, like a little bulldozer. And it's a drawback, hands closed, and a punch.
Jeez.
And so what happened in Newark, there's an ICE facility, and Congress and the mayor of Newark decided this is wrong, we're going to go fix it. Okay. And the Newark mayor got arrested. And the Congress members who were there on video, on body cam, were assaulting ICE agents. And so we're like, well, you need to be arrested because if I assault a cop or he assaults a cop,
he assaults anybody.
If we pick up our teeth after the Billy Club hits us, and Billy Club, we might okay. We'd be arrested. But yet they're not arrested yet. And to top that, 2 leading Democrats, apparently AOC is the leading Democrat for the next presidential run. And I'm like, please let that happen. She is dumb, and she needs to be called out. She's like, you better not arrest members of Congress.
Why? Did you commit a crime?
Let's find out.
So it should be on video, right? We should get the video soon.
She put a video out basically threatening ICE if they were to arrest.
What's she going to do?
A member of Congress.
ICE can't arrest them.
So, Hakeem Jeffries?
Yeah. But ICE can't be the ones to arrest them.
They assaulted... they're federal agents, so the FBI, I guess, would have to come in.
Yeah, the FBI would have to do that.
They should have been able to take them into custody, though.
You can always detain them. You can detain them until the FBI shows up. Yeah.
Only if you actually break the law, and I do believe they broke the law from the videos that I saw.
Fuck the law. It's a crime. Right. There's a victim.
So Hakeem Jeffries goes, "You better not arrest him. That's a red line. You better." And somebody goes, "What do you mean by a red line?" I said it's a red line.
Didn't you arrest Trump?
Yeah, I know.
You arrested Trump.
I know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he wasn't in the government at the
time. But he wouldn't expound on it. He goes,
what the fuck is he talking about?
You'll find out if you arrest him.
So you're above the law is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what he's saying.
So we got like 7 or 8 different justice systems in this country.
Now you know that you can literally go to a judge and say, I saw this crime happen, write me an arrest warrant.
Right.
And then you can make that arrest.
But the judge probably wouldn't do it.
No, he probably wouldn't do it, yeah. But legally, that's how it always works.
Well, no, technically, you can put someone citizen's arrest.
You can't. Well,
Barney Fife told us that citizen's arrest.
Citizen's arrest. There's specific requirements.
You have to say it a certain way.
Well, you have to witness a felony. Like you can't just see a guy's tail light out like a cop can.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It has to be a felony, and it's also different by state. So check your own state laws.
Yeah. But you do have the right for citizen's arrest, but yes, definitely check your own state. I just don't do it. They'll tie you up in court for years, and they got more money than you do, so just back the fuck off of it. But yeah, this is ridiculous that the Democrats can not only break the law, they can threaten law enforcement to not enforce the law.
Or go arrest them. In fact, why don't we get the Venezuelan gangs to take over their apartments?
Yeah,
do that.
So who would be in charge of arresting them?
The FBI. Kash Patel?
Well, isn't there an attorney general?
Well, she doesn't do that. She charges. She brings the charge.
Oh, she would be the charge. We have
It'd be Kash Patel.
Okay, all right. I wouldn't make fun of Pam Bondi, but you're right. It would be Kash Patel. I'm just sick of Pam Bondi.
He still because he didn't personally witness this, so he's going to have to go over the body cam footage,
right,
and make sure that a crime took place and there was probable cause and blah blah blah.
It's there.
So, well, I haven't seen the video, so I don't know.
Oh,
but are they up there already?
Oh yeah. I'm starting to get somewhat good at this. So I can only type with one hand. I do the hunt and peck method.
God. Get out of here.
Oh, my space bar, it's got like crumbs in it.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because this is why I eat my lunch with it on my lap. You made it worse than I did it.
Yeah, there's a body cam footage.
So this is the lady in the red. Watch this lady. Like, she straight up punches the guy. And she actually, the Bears might want to sign her. Because she was able to get through stuff. Why did we not have...
I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's on. It's just not coming through the TV.
Weird. Maybe there is no sound on this one. But yeah, so you see her just being a fucking pain in the ass. Because they said she body slammed someone. That I haven't verified yet. But the punch, I definitely verified that. She legitimately punched a guy. I mean, this is kind of breaking up. May not be this. I mean, there's a lot of body cam footage. Yeah.
55-second video of Sergeant body cam. This is something else.
Oh, this is the New York mayor being arrested. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, okay, if it's out there, then it's out. Then fucking write the arrest warrants and get the job done.
Go get him. Go get him, damn Bongino. So apparently he is looking into the bombing at the DNC.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what you're looking at. I know, it's been looked into for, well, a while.
Do you have the guy's cell phone, don't you? Isn't that what they already have? Like, what are you waiting for?
No, I know. Well, no. FBI just followed the guy to his house.
Right. Well,
and they were told to stand down.
What's there to look into?
Yeah. So what is my next one here? Oh.
Nothing says I own your ass more than a golden pager. Yeah, we already talked about this.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we did.
That he gave Trump a pager?
Yes.
When did we talk about this?
When it happened?
It happened this week, I thought.
No, it happened months ago.
Did I forget about that?
Yeah, yes.
I should stop drinking. Wait, I thought...
He gave him 2 pagers. He gave him a golden one, and he gave him a regular one.
I have legit no
We talked about it more than once.
So basically what happened is Israel used pagers as a weapon.
They blew up a bunch of
Hamas people.
Yeah,
and then they gave a pager to our president.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 pagers.
Yeah, it was after that. It was like right after that.
This guy needs to get the fuck out of the way. He needs to resign, step down. Israel's because they don't want him in there. So let the people of Israel have a vote, get him out, and then let's start afresh.
What's the problem? Like who can they put in? They have it.
They gotta have some.
No, they have the same situation we have here, where everyone that's able to run and win is corrupt as fuck and like will always be on the Zionist side. Whereas like I would bet at least 60% of the people there just want to be left alone. Like they want to live peacefully with the Palestinians. They don't give a fuck. So they want to have like their restaurant and then the halal restaurant next door. Like nobody gives a fuck, man. Like
yeah, he's now got on my last nerve. I'm done with him. Israel. Pick a new guy, and we got you.
Just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get rid of your Zionist bullshit.
So did you? I don't know if I had the article about this, but Trump got a new plane.
Yeah, I saw that.
Qatar gave him a plane.
What the fuck is this about?
And the Democrats are freaking out.
Well, it's a
foreign
gift.
Country.
You can't give them a gift. You can't accept a gift.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, okay. So Clinton accepting a helicopter was
probably.
Okay. How about the Statue of Liberty?
That was not a gift to an individual. That was a gift to the nation.
No, this is not a gift to Trump.
Yes, it is.
It's a gift to the United States military.
No, it's not.
He was very clear about that.
Go look it up again because it's in the use of the military until Trump is out of office, at which point it goes to Trump.
It goes to his presidential
Which is Trump.
But isn't that still a public facility?
No.
For the government?
No. That's owned by the guy.
Okay, but Clinton's okay. I didn't even bring up the whole Clinton's helicopter thing, but let's see if that. I haven't even looked it up.
I don't care. I'm against whoever. You should be receiving gifts.
No, if one can do it, why can't we all do it?
No, that's the wrong attitude. The attitude should be go arrest Bill Clinton.
Oh, okay.
And did he personally get the helicopter? Because I don't know.
So you did it today.
Okay. Yeah, go arrest him. Like it's in the Constitution that you can't accept gifts.
There it is. 17 million. Saudis gave it to Bill Clinton.
Well, now when did they give it to him too? That's
after his presidency.
After his presidency.
I don't know if it's at the end of it or like officially like.
Because if it's after he's out of office,
it was a parting gift.
That's real tough. But like Trump is in office, so he's in office for 3.5 more years.
But okay, but let's talk about that for a second. So Qatar has been an ally to us mostly. Not
in what way? Like, what does that mean?
Well, they when we attacked Iraq, they let us put our troops on there.
Okay, so then they're not an ally. They're an ally to the industrial military.
No, I get that. I'm not
us.
I'm not defending Qatar right now. I'm saying our president took a plane from a foreign entity that, okay, so they can put bugs in it. Okay, well, we can find the bugs.
Yeah, they're going to sweep all that shit out.
But what if there's like programming in there that can control the plane?
They're going to redo all that. Like they're scrapping the whole thing.
All the electronics.
Yes.
I hope so.
Well, give it back. What the fuck is this? Like, no, we cannot take. It's in the goddamn Constitution. I'll pull it up right fucking now.
We should do it on this computer with the dirty keys.
Whatever. Yeah, I want to touch your nasty fucking...
It's just peanut butter. I eat peanut butter and jelly for lunch every day. You and your Constitution, Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
that's what they swear an oath to.
I know. I'm being funny. Sort of.
Where is it?
So I didn't know this.
Okay, we talked about this a while ago when there was like someone being knighted or something. No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of Congress, accept any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind, whatever, from any king, prince, or foreign state.
Okay.
So it's a present. And Trump is accepting a present from a foreign state. He can't do that.
If he keeps it under government control, then it's not a present to him.
Well, but he's taking it after I
don't know about I don't know when something goes to the presidential library, because at the presidential library you show stuff that made you a great president. No, but that's your chance to show it off.
Here's the gift that the Saudis and the Qataris gave me.
But if he has,
I'm so great.
If he has government documents there showing how great of a president he was, he's allowed to declassify
This
stuff.
whole library shit is a joke.
Oh, have you heard about Obama's library?
I've heard lots of things about it.
It's like a shit show because the Democrats are pissed because in Chicago they're not using like woke people to build it. It's actually a funny story.
I saw that one.
I'm not really going to get into it.
Yeah, like this helicopter. Like I don't know the details. Like if they gave it to him as he's leaving, then
after he left or a party.
Yeah, right.
Party. Party means
you'd have to look at the dates and times and all this. Like I don't know, but nobody should be fucking taking any of this shit. Even if you're not in office anymore. Like fuck you. I don't work for you.
I was just more concerned with them having control over it. Oh, and then
they have ways to deal with that. That's not a problem.
No, and then that's probably fine. But so Trump is in the Middle East all week, and he what country was it? We could probably look it up if you want to, but he played "God Bless America" by the guy who sings that song. He's friends with Ray something, I don't know. But that's not actually the point I'm trying to get at. So that was his intro to walk out on stage in a foreign country, and they applauded him. But it's the departing song that makes me laugh.
What was that?
The YMCA song.
Oh God!
He played the gay fucking.
He likes that song.
I know he does.
He's always been playing that song.
Because he dances to it. But now I didn't bring this.
What does Barry Gibb think about that? We're not Barry Gibb. He wasn't.
No, but
are any of those people alive anymore?
Yeah, I think so. I think
what
they're
do they think about it?
Well, at least a couple of them are still touring.
Yeah, but what do they think about Trump using their song?
Well, they're obviously letting him because they're not sending a cease and desist letter.
Politicians do this shit all the time.
Yeah, but they get a cease and desist letter, or they didn't.
Just like Dina Titus got one for me, right? That helped.
You're not the government. That's the problem. I mean, you don't have the money, but. If they didn't renew this song and it's open source, then he has every right.
Yeah, no, this well within.
But it might be open source because it gets played everywhere.
It's not.
Well, no, it's genius because if they allow it to be played everywhere, the Gen Zers are like, "What's that song? Oh my God, I love that song."
There's no way it's public domain. There's no fucking way.
So then the village people are allowing Trump to use it.
Well, not necessarily the village people, but
whoever
owns the song.
Yeah, because technically the village people don't necessarily own the song. Because that goes into the rights of record companies and that shit, which is just disgusting as well.
Did I ever tell you a story about how the guy from Creedence Clearwater Revival got sued for plagiarizing himself?
Somebody else owned the song?
Well, so what happened was John Fogerty is the guy's name.
Yeah, I know who he is.
And he was the singer for CCR.
Yeah.
And he also wrote most of their songs and all that shit. And the band broke up. Right. So the record company owned their music. So Fogerty goes solo as a solo artist. He's writing his own songs and singing his own songs. So they sued him because he sounded too much like Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh, he wasn't singing a song from CCR.
No, he was singing his own songs that they claimed plagiarized his earlier song.
Because the way he sounded.
Yeah.
That reminds me of...
Now, he won. So
right. But there was a guy in Wisconsin doing car commercials. The dude legitimately looked like Chuck Norris. And he didn't have surgery. He didn't alter his look.
Yeah.
He just looked like Chuck Norris. I mean, hair, beard, same color. I mean, it's not that hard. He got sued and he could not use his own face.
What the fuck are you talking? How can you sue a guy?
He use his own face in commercials.
That's ridiculous. I assume he won that?
No, he lost it.
How can you lose that? It's
because he was pretending to be Chuck Norris. Well, he? It's been a long time ago. I always found that funny because I actually had a friend that looked like Chuck Norris as well, and I was teasing him that he cannot use his own face anymore.
What the fuck?
Your face is off limits. Oh, you just looked it up?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have done this one. But that's the guy, though. Is that the guy?
No, that's Chuck Norris.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm not seeing... It's probably buried somewhere.
We're going back like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, I'll look that up later.
Okay.
What's this? What is this cunt talking about? This is stupid.
So should Derek Chauvin...
Okay, first of all... Trump can't pardon because he's in a state prison.
Correct.
Right? So Trump can't pardon that.
Okay, so Trump has never said he wanted to pardon him.
Okay.
So this is a bullshit story.
Okay.
This goes back to the race baiting.
No, the other thing is, well, there's several aspects to this. One is he pled guilty to the federal charges. And I think he only got charged with 18242, which is violating citizens' rights federally. And he pled guilty. So, like... Why would you pardon? Like he's admitted to the guilt.
That's not why I brought this story up.
Okay.
Well, one, I mean, the death certificate says George Floyd died of fentanyl overdose. Here's the
thing: if you jump out of a 20-story building, and then I shoot you in the head on the way down, am I guilty of murder?
What actually killed you?
We don't know.
Well, no, the autopsy would say, well, he died from the bullet or he died from sudden impact.
Well, there is no or. That's not how this works.
Well, no,
there's combined factors that cause a death. We don't know.
The cause of death is what the autopsy says was the cause of death.
Well, the autopsy says it was the knee on the neck.
No, the autopsy says fentanyl.
No, it doesn't.
The media lied.
It says fentanyl was in his system. It does not say fentanyl caused the death.
It says fentanyl caused the death.
No, it does not. You're referring to the alternative autopsy that his family or someone else got, which was not the official one in the coroner's report. The coroner's report says that it was the pressure on the neck.
So, okay, let's deal with that for a second. He was trained as a police officer to do that move.
I don't care.
Okay.
The Nazis were trained to shoot Jews.
Agreed.
You're still guilty.
He was wrong.
You're a grown man. You know better.
But that was in his training.
I don't care.
So he was instructed by his superiors
I don't care.
to do that move.
Okay, I don't care.
First of all, I don't think he should be pardoned. I'm not saying this he should be pardoned. But I'm saying that this is another race baiting article.
Of course it is.
And this is why I brought it up because I want to get ahead of this race baiting bullshit. And
it's like this chick, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, sometimes she has good takes.
Yeah.
And then she says stupid shit like this, right?
Because I didn't pick her.
Whether he gets pardoned or not, he cannot be released from prison.
On state charges.
Right, because he's in state prison.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's Minneapolis and state leaders prepare for possible Derek Chauvin.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
They're preparing for the riots.
Well, yeah.
So they're...
Because that's what happened.
Nobody's talking about pardoning him.
Right.
There's not one person who is talking about pardoning him. And this is the headlines we get.
What
this
is KFTP?
The race baiting bullshit that's going on across this country right now.
Local fucking newspaper.
And it needs to fucking stop.
But see, like all the retards in the replies, like, well, it was the drugs and it was this and that and blah blah blah.
It's race baiting bullshit that needs to fucking stop. I don't want to see races. I don't want to go back to the way it was where blacks and whites and everyone hates each other again.
Well, it's all Obama's fault, and he's a black guy, so there you go.
Obama did more for hurting the black culture than any other president. Speaking of this,
no, he literally caused it all with the fucking Trayvon Martin thing.
No, agreed.
It was all his fault.
He looks like a son I could have had.
Right? Like, why would you say that during an ongoing fucking trial?
Oh no, I got a better one for you. According to The View, we had the first black pope.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, I gotta bring this up. I cannot do this fucking justice.
But he's not black.
Oh, that's not true.
What?
Oh, well, how dare you judge him?
What are you talking about?
Well, why are you judging him?
I'm not judging him. I'm just saying he's not black.
That's like poping. Because I'm sure they're the only fucking idiots talking about this.
Well, how do you know we didn't have black popes back in the early church days?
Sound on this.
Well, give me the remote. Maybe it's just down.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Where is the remote?
It's over there.
Yeah, we're
real. To get up.
Ah, mother.
Guess who's black? Pope Leo XIV, a Posse Blanc Creole from New Orleans.
Well, no, the view goes a little bit deeper than that. So he was at one point. His family did live in New Orleans, but they're saying that he was Haitian born.
Oh yeah, that looks real black to me.
This is not the right remote.
Oh, it's this one. That one.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It's already at 100. I don't know what the problem is.
Okay. Well, whatever. So the view is just like, well, he's got ancestors from Haitian, so he's black.
I mean...
And I don't care. One, I'm not Catholic, but it's the race-baiting bullshit that they're doing this.
I mean, does he call himself black?
No.
Then he's not black.
But Camellia Harris called herself black, and she's not black.
Well, she is. She's half.
No, she's not.
What do you mean? She's
Find the fucking half of black she is.
Dude, did you see photos of her dad? That guy's black.
Bullshit. He is not. He was, it's now I gotta go back in the fucking 6-8 months ago.
What are you talking about? We did this already.
Yes.
That guy's black.
No, he could be, Puerto Ricans look black and they're not.
He's fucking black. Come on. Look at this guy.
No, there is Donald.
Get the fuck out of here. He's Jamaican.
Well, there was a story we talked about before. I know I said my piece, but
no, she grew up culturally Indian because her father left them, but she's still black.
I think there's a good evidence that she's not. I just don't remember it. What's the last clip we have?
House Democrats have introduced we already went this one.
He's saying exit out. All right, well, we're at an hour. We're at 56 minutes and 23 seconds.
Nice.
So we finished in the hour, so we can move on to the training session.
Okay, I'm going to talk about Tari and merge mining this week, since I brought it up last week. Tari is a brand new crypto that just, it's been in development for 5 or 6 years, but they just launched last week. And what Tari is kind of like an Ethereum smart contract type blockchain, where the whole goal is to write apps rather than use as money. And you can do whatever the fuck you want with your apps. Right? You can make a gambling site, make a decentralized name service for domain names, whatever you can think of, you can do it if you can figure it out. Now, I don't know if I buy that it's a great crypto. I haven't looked in depth into their shit because one, a lot of their docs are very meme oriented. So if you go to their website, it's all memey and shit. And that's the thing with a lot of the smart contract chains is they want to sell you on the memes.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that stuff. But there's a reason I'm bringing Tari up. So one, they do operate from a privacy angle, right? That's important to them. Now, I'm not good enough to verify the math on that. I have no fucking idea, so don't quote me. If their privacy is broken somehow, I have no fucking idea how to evaluate that shit. That's graduate level math. Don't ask me. But they do focus. They say they're focusing on it, okay?
Okay.
Two, there are former Monero developers that were working on Tari the whole time. So that's a good sign, right? Because Monero, it's the real deal in privacy. So if they have devs from Monero that worked on Tari, that's a good sign, okay? But the real reason that I'm interested in Tari is because they're doing something called merge mining with Monero.
Okay.
So now what the fuck is merge mining? Basically, if you mine Monero, you can also apply that mining effort to Tari at the same time at no extra cost.
Okay.
So think about it like there's a prize in a box somewhere, okay? And to win the prize, you have to physically create a key to unlock the box.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, somebody else makes a second box, right?
Okay.
And you can take that same key that you've already worked on and try it on both boxes.
Okay.
That's what merge mining is.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Somebody made a second box. You take the keys you're already making and just try both boxes.
Okay.
Now, it does take a little bit setup, so you're going to spend a couple hours to a couple days of figuring all that shit out. I can help you if you want to join the chat room.
Yeah.
But so this, if you don't believe in Tari, you can still earn Tari for free and then just sell it. Sell it for Monero, right? Or if you like the meme shit, you can earn Monero for free and then get rid of it for Tari, right?
Okay.
So, and there's other chains that are trying to operate on this principle as well. One's called DarkFi. Now, they're in like super alpha stage, so I'll probably cover them eventually in the future. But we do advertise our podcast in their chat rooms.
Okay.
What else? I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about. It's not like a super involved topic, but yeah, get merge mining, get some free Tari if you're already mining Monero, and then do whatever you want with it, right?
Cool. So I had a question over the week, and it's not involved with about that, but it's involved about a question that came up in our interview.
Okay.
When you're on the dark web, are you also on a VPN?
You can be.
Should you be?
Not necessarily.
So your internet service provider does not know that you're on their network on the dark web.
So if you're not on a VPN, they will know that you run the dark web services, but they don't know what you're doing there.
Okay, so the dark web also is another layer of protection.
Yes.
Okay.
So the dark web is essentially a VPN that's decentralized. It's not exactly that, but that's...
But if the FBI wanted to know who's on the dark web and you weren't on a VPN, they could essentially get who you are.
Yeah, well, they know that I run a dark web node.
Okay.
But they don't know who I am there, what they do, because I'm using my real name.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't your internet service provider be able to tell them?
Well, they can only tell them that I use the dark web.
Right.
They can't tell them what I do there.
No, I get it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is so they would know that you're a dark web participant.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Now, you can use a VPN to connect to the dark web, but there's problems with that because, one, the VPN might not like it because you're using a lot of bandwidth. Two, the way the dark web has to function is it needs to differentiate different nodes. Now, if two people are using the same VPN connection, the dark web's going to get confused and like, well, who the fuck, what's going on here? And it might ban you, right?
Wait, the dark web can ban you?
Yes. It can ban your IP.
Right.
It can't ban you.
Well, but isn't there different versions of the dark web and some will and some
won't?
But
they all have similar protections to ensure that you aren't trying to break into the dark web, essentially. Trying to break their privacy and security. So like if you're using... If multiple nodes are coming in from the same IP, that's suspicious. And like the peers will say, I don't want to talk to you. I don't trust you. Right? And that's what a VPN does. It gathers a bunch of different people and puts them on one IP address. It's in fact, it's better that everybody uses the dark web on their real IP because the more people that do it, the harder it is to say, oh, that guy's a dark web user. Because we're all dark web users, right? If we're all doing it, then there's nothing they can gather from that information.
Well, no, because I mean, they want people to believe the dark web is bad and scary.
Right.
So if they ever were like, well, let's just go arrest people on the dark web, or let's go investigate.
Well, yeah, right now it's small enough that they could probably do that. But the whole idea is to get it to big enough to where they can't do that. I mean, they can do that with VPNs too. Your ISP knows that you're using a VPN, right?
Oh, it does.
Of course. They can see who you connect to. They just can't see what you're sending across that VPN.
Okay.
So they can also say, well, I don't like people who use Ghost VPN. Let's go arrest those people.
How'd you remember what my fucking VPN is?
I remember everything. What are you talking about? So that's just how it works, right? They every time you connect to something, your ISP knows what IP address you're connected to.
You are a fucking fed. Motherfucker. I said, the dude asked me, what VPN do you use? Like, I'll use Ghost. And you're like, and a week later, you're like, well, you use Ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking fed.
Because it's Israeli. You use Israeli. You're giving all your info to Israel. I mean, that's what you're doing.
So I should expect a pager in the mail.
You might.
What's this gold pager? This is really cool.
So I run a VPN on my browsing machines. I use Proton VPN, which is in Switzerland, and then I run dark web nodes on different machines that use my real IP.
Okay.
So yes, they do. They know I'm using the dark web. They know I'm using a VPN, but there's so much traffic coming in and out that there's no way to know what I'm doing at all. And that's what we need to do, right? So set up your dark web nodes. The more people that are on it, the less they can do about it.
Okay. No, that's cool. Yeah, it was something I thought of over the week, and I'm like, I wish I would have brought it up last week, but I knew you could also answer this too, so. Cool. All right, so I may have talked about this topic a year ago, but it's just the time of year that we need to do this again. Whether you heard it last year or you're hearing it first time this year, is the heat's coming. Summer's coming.
Some of us.
No, I mean, even like the Midwest, even like Chicago.
We got a guy in Colombia. He's done the opposite. Well, if you believe that whole globular Earth thing.
Like we're global. If we're flat Earth, though, don't we all experience the same weather at the same time? No, my wife is like, she's on a TikTok thing.
I think he's still above the equator.
Well, my wife's on a weird TikTok algorithm, and she's getting all this crazy shit. And she goes, I might be able to argue we're flat Earth. And I'm like, oh, honey, please don't. Oh, shit, there was something else. Like, oh, whatever. I'll bring something up in a second, too. So basically, you want to check the perimeter of your house. Doors, windows, penetrations, anything that can allow air in or out. Cold air is heavier than hot air. You want to make sure that you seal everything in to keep your electrical bill down. Even though utilities are supposed to be coming down because inflation has dropped and it's getting cheaper. Oil is down.
Move your Monero and Tari miners outside if you can.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you basically want to get yourself a good silicone, get yourself a good 25-year silicone, and silicone up your windows, your doors, and don't forget about your AC lines. So if you got a condensing unit outside the back of your house, those lines come into the house. If the hole is bigger than the line and the silicone it's just too big of a hole for the silicone, get some foam insulation. It's funny. So a quick story. The first foam insulation I found out about was called Great Stuff. And I was doing work one day. This is probably late 90s, and I had to fill the work order out, and I used Great Stuff to fill the crack in the penetration in the house. My boss calls me and goes, Ron, I know you buy quality stuff, but what did you use? I go, I use Great Stuff. He goes, no, I understand it's great, but what is it? I go, it was like who's on first? And I'm like, it's called, the legit name is Great Stuff. It was just a little funny story. So yeah, seal up your house. If you felt comfortable going on your roof, get on your roof, check things out. Because we also have in Vegas, we may have the monsoons coming, we may not. We never know. But also seal any penetrations up there. Like we have rooftop units here, so we want to make sure that shit's sealed up properly. You just want to seal your house up nice and tight to at least have your AC function normally and keep it cheap. So that's what I have. But I got to bring up something else because I really thought I brought this up. So I've talked about it before. That I kind of used to. I kind of want to get back into it. Is do stand-up comedy.
Oh, your Elon post?
No, it's not even Elon. That's one. Right? No, but it's not this.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, I saw.
The old guy with the sexy-looking robot.
Yeah. I got no.
Okay, so if you can find that. So back in probably 2017, 2018, I wrote a joke. Oh.
No, it's not that one.
That's not that one because that's a fucking dude. I wrote a joke and I realized now I may have been ahead of my time. I didn't think I was because I had heard in Canada there was a brothel using sex robots. So I wrote a joke about sex robots. Yeah, so this is it right here. So this chick right here is a robot. I mean, she's legit doable, right? But apparently 7-8 years ago, she wasn't around.
Right.
So the joke basically just was that I'm like, during COVID, I got bored and I bought a sex robot. And it didn't go over as well as I thought it would. Because so back then, comics, there's always like a theme to comics.
Uh-huh.
And back in like 2020, 2021, if it comes out of the body, it's funny. So all comics are kind of writing jokes about, farts and piss and shit. Well, I wrote about a joke about buying a sex robot and having her piss on you. Piss on me. And apparently it didn't go over well. I never knew why, because I guess maybe I was just ahead of my time. So I may have talked about it before too, but I just wanted to bring that up.
Well, yeah, I saw your Elon post too, where like he showed his humanoid robot.
So you called me out one time on this, and you said there's a human in there. Click on that picture. So I tried to get the one with the open face on it.
Yeah.
But look at that waist.
This one might be real. Like the earlier ones were just people. They are improving at this.
It's moving like a person.
Yeah, there's slightly differences.
It can dance better than me.
Now, the video itself could be fake. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, these humanoid robots are completely fucking useless, except for sex robots. Right? Now, because if you think about it, the human body is not designed to do a thing. It's designed to do a lot of things, right? Like you can run and chase after your meal. You can start a fire. You can invent things.
Yeah.
Like our body is optimal for generic purposes. So when you make a robot, the robot should be to do something, right? You want it to build a car.
Right.
You want it to clean your house.
Right.
Right. And that means the robot should not look like a human if it wants to be the best at doing those things.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I saw someone they had a fake video of robots pulling rice patties, but it was a humanoid robot.
Okay.
Like, just build a fucking tractor, dude. What are you talking? Like,
right.
You would not use humanoid robots for anything other than sex.
Saying, yeah.
Right? That's the only use that these fucking things can have.
That was my whole point of the joke.
Yeah. So, Elon, stop wasting your time on this shit. Unless you're doing the sex robot thing, which okay, then stop making them dance around.
Elon, give us some sex robots.
Yeah.
Because
make it sexy. Stop with this dancing shit.
You can do it, Elon. All right.
That's a good ending point.
Yeah, so we are done. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us at the Canary in the Cage podcast.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share us to help build the community.
You can find us at Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, or your favorite podcast app, and even on the dark web at I2P.
Thanks for listening, and see you next time.